One particular thing that amazes me that you people, you are not relating the story behind that particular Guinea-Bissau guy who just did sex and released tapes of 400 different tapes with different partners, my guy. And then here, you are just coming here to say that it is just a coincidence. It is not. My guy, you just have to think about it. This is what we call killing two birds with one particular stone. That is why you are not getting the whole fact, because look at those particular ladies. They were so comfortable doing it. I remember, out of all those particular 400 women, they are not just ordinary women. They are women of the most powerful people in the government of Guinea-Bissau. That is the point that you all have not been getting. But before that, this is Vibe With Me podcast. That is where I take you step by step to the reality on the ground to make you understand what is happening. I kept on saying that 400 women, that is not a very big number. It is not. But majority of you are just using your emotions just to think about through it. That is the main reason that you are not seeing the factual thing about the whole saga. It is just a cover up. I'm going to show you about it. But let us discuss about all. I have just seen a lot of women, a lot of men. Majority of people are just lamenting with this particular guy and saying that this is sexual immorality. And I'm just like, stop pretending. You people are so hypocrites. You are hypocrites. You are revealing a lot of hypocrisy when you just come out and start saying this particular dude is having sexual immorality. No! There's nothing special that he did. Nothing special. There was this particular time, let me quote the Bible a little bit of course. There is this particular time Jesus found people just lacing stones and wanted to stone this particular prostitute in the Bible. Do you know what Jesus told them? Jesus just told them, it is nothing wrong that she has done that has never been ever done before. So, if you feel this particular lady did this particular thing without her, and you yourself, you are ready to judge her, and you have never done it in your life, please be the first person to throw stone to that particular lady. My guy, the crowd was so big. The people who were holding the stones were so many. They wanted just to stone this particular prostitute. But you know what? After they were asked that by Jesus himself, because Jesus knew everything about them. Remember, he is the Son of God, so he had all the clue about it. So, everyone was carrying a stone. They just dropped, slowly turned away, and went home. Same thing, same scenario in a different country, in a different era, in a different time. This is Guinea-Bissau. Who is this particular guy? You are calling him Bahut. Bahut, I don't know. But this particular guy is the nephew of the president of Guinea-Bissau. So, it is a well-calculated move. A lot of you could not see it. A lot of you are just innocently there like dunderheads. You are not even figuring out, because everything you see, you just think out with it, with a lot of emotions. My guy, my buddies, this is how the game is being played. Let us rewind back. 4 weeks before this whole saga, the president was accused of corruption. The president of Guinea-Bissau. But before that, this particular guy is a genius. The president is a genius in politics, because this is what we call the lead politics. You definitely planned this particular whole thing way before, because for you to be able to organize and have sex with more than 400 women, it doesn't take you even a month, it takes you over 2 years. So we can definitely say this particular thing was planned in the 2021. Yeah, there. Now we are talking at the end of year 21. There. We can be talking about whole things. That is the main agenda. And look at it in this particular manner. He had sex. This particular man is a beast. But you have a lot of feelings. You are not even seeing this. This particular guy had sex with the military general's wife, with the speaker's wife, with a lot of them, what we call now here in Kenya MPs. Sasa yeye, he has done a lot of sex with these particular women. Willingly. If you are careful to check out on these particular videos, you can definitely see there was no rape, because those particular ladies did that particular sex willingly, not being forced by anyone. So you cannot come out and start saying they were forced. No, they were not forced. That's a fact. And then the camera was rolling, and the angle the camera was, my guy, those particular videos are so clear. You can generally see that even those particular ladies were ready for that particular camera. They were ready. So it shows you that those particular whole ladies, all those particular 400 women in those particular videos, they were being promised something to do with a lot. And when I'm just saying about a lot, I'm talking about the security. The security can be redefined into the different manners. The security, the security in form of money, and in form of wealth, and in form of having that particular personal relationship with the government. That is what we call the deep state. When I mean that you have security, it shows you the deep state aligns with you directly. That is the main point. But a lot of you could not think about it. You could not see this. I was just observing a lot of people just throwing stones saying this is sexual immorality, this, and I was like, stop being nuisance, having those particular feelings. You don't need to. Look at the bigger picture. So let us go back. So the president just sit down and with his nephew and said, there is this particular time that it will definitely happen, and it will come to happen that all politicians, all the people in the country will be ganging against me, will be looking for that particular moment to throw me out of the government. Remember, I'm the president. So for me to be able to have that particular security from these particular other politicians, we keep on saying all politicians are corrupt. That's a fact. All are corrupt. And we cannot judge them for that, because there's no that particular politician that looks like a deputy Jesus who could not steal. All of them are thieves, but thieves in another level. Do you understand that? You have to understand. It's point by point. So, my guys, ladies and gentlemen, the president and the nephew and other particular directors just sit out down, scripted it like a Hollywood movie, my guy. Because that is like a movie. It has never happened. You know, it is something that you need to understand about politicians. Politicians, when they want to bury something, they bury it using sex as a weapon. By the way, for your information, this particular weapon of sex is mostly being used by women. In very rare cases, we have experienced men using it to secure themselves. It is a very deadly weapon, sex, my guy. Have you ever seen how women generally wins a lot of wealth, a lot of cases through sex cases? It happens a lot. So this particular guy was like, this is the most powerful weapon that I will ever use. My guy, that is so much powerful. Because, let me ask you, you are a man, you heard those, you are so mad with the president on how and this and this and this. Then suddenly you see that particular video, not one. And the guy is just saying, I've just started. He has just started. That is what he is saying. So, definitely when you see this particular guy coming out and saying, I have just leaked a video of me and your wife doing it, and that is part 1. There's part 2, part 3, part 4. It will go on and on and on. And you are fighting the government. Would you continue? Can you answer me? Generally, can you answer me? That is a very important question. You are a man. I want you to get it right. You are a man, you have a wife, and then you are fighting the government. Then, the person that you are fighting comes out with a video of him and your wife doing it. And you are fighting the government. Would you continue fighting the government? And then he comes out and says, this is the first episode. There is episode 2. My guy, would you continue fighting the government? Or will you just bow down? Because remember, having a wife is one of the most powerful tools that people may use against you. There is this particular woman in the Bible. I don't remember his name. But she was being used by her husband to go and convince the king not to kill his brother. It happened. I don't remember it is in which Bible verse. I don't know. But for those people, you can comment down below and tell me which is that particular very big verse. So this particular guy understands the game. In the eyesight of many people, he may look like a criminal, a sexual offense criminal, a zoti. You can call him all sorts of names, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that they have won that particular battle. Because all the politicians were like, we need to throw this particular government out because it is incapable, corruption after corruption. But when they were thrown those particular bullets, the bullets were so powerful that they have diminished those particular politicians who wanted to to kill this particular president's career at that particular moment. They are doomed. They are ashamed of themselves. As a man, there is this particular thing that it just holds your ego down. When you see that you had married this particular beautiful girl, it doesn't matter she was from which country or county, but you had this particular beautiful wife. Then you find out that your wife cheated with this particular guy that is not your friend. As a man, would you be happy that your wife cheated with your enemy? Do you know that is the craziest thing that ever happens to a man? Because that particular man's ego will be like, I have just been compared with my enemy, and this particular lady has just proved that my enemy is better than me. And that's the moment the man's ego breaks out and goes down. Do you know that today, as we are talking, the former governor of Machakos County, that is Alfred Mutua, if today he comes out and wants to vie for a seat, do you know that he could not get any votes? It is just very simple. This particular dude by the name Juliani cheated with the governor's wife. So that is where this particular Alfred Mutua was broken. He cannot say anything in front of men. The same scenario is happening in Guinea-Bissau. These particular military generals, speakers, those members of the house cannot talk again. Their ego was thrown to mud. It was crushed. They cannot be able to talk about it again. It is gone and gone forever. It was a political game being pulled. You know, this particular president is a bully. Just using your nephew to win this particular game, it is, even I don't know, it is a genius move. Definitely. Sorry, I was having this particular conversation and I checked. Let me check. Sorry for that. But the truth of the matter is, the same thing, the same story happens all over the world. Majority of politicians use sex as their weapon to attack their enemies, and definitely they usually win. You cannot use that particular thing against politicians. You know, politicians, they don't care, because there's one particular thing that you need to understand. It is definitely very, very hard for an African president to resign. It is very hard. That's the reason that you see they keep on using different tactics to win the crowd back. Don't go too far. Come back here in Kenya. Few months ago, Kenyans were so mad with the president. They were just saying, let him go. But the president invented the tactic of calling Raila Amolo Odinga in State House. They talked, they merged the government, they walked forward, and they got the resolution. The whole country is so silent. Only some whispers that you keep on hearing that this is, you know, a lot of things. They went ahead and discovered, for me to make these particular people so weak, I need to remove Rigathi Gachagua from government. Because let me ask you a very simple question. I don't need your answer, by the way. You can keep it to yourself. I don't care about it. if you are being removed shamelessly in broad daylight from a seat of a deputy president, will you keep so silent because you are so calm? Think about it, my guy. No one. Ati umetolewa chairman wa Munanda na unakaa hapo. Ati gokiro huku. No, it doesn't happen like that. If you are being removed from that part, you fight till the last particular minute. So, yeah, it's a game. It is just an ordinary game being played. The president, the deputy president, former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, and William Samoei Ruto are still together as your dears. Still together, intact. If they are not together, how comes that the deputy president keep on saying, let us pray for the president to lead the country in the, we keep on hearing the former deputy president saying that I am a party leader in that particular UDA. We keep on hearing him that. Who does that? Who talks good about their ex? And don't give this particular example, talking good about your ex, that is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. No. People start talking about their ex. Bad. They start talking bad about them, but when they realize that the current is worse than the last ex, that is the moment, because you have something to compare, that is the moment that you are saying, my bad. My ex was better than this particular current one. That is the thing, that is the reason you can be able to compare. But as long as you have left your ex, you have not moved into a new relationship. You keep on saying your ex is bad. But in this particular manner, how come this particular guy is not saying his ex is so bad? For you who are slow thinkers, let me bring that particular whole point to home. How soon is William Ruto not bad to Gachagua? Because Gachagua everywhere is saying, but Ruto is a good person. It is only the MPs. But he forgets who sent those particular MPs. The president. And why? You want to tell me that Gachagua is so dumb not to know that the MPs were being sent by the president? Nothing serious. A lot of you could not get it, but the point is, Gachagua and Ruto are in the same bus, heading to the right direction. On board is Raila Amolo Odinga. This is how the game is being played. Politicians, that is the deep state. And the deep state always wins, no matter what. For you guys to understand politics and to understand what is deep state, you need to take a lot of lessons about this, because there is a lot of things on board that you don't know that keep on happening each and every particular day. But wewe na akili yako kidogo uwezi ona. You don't think about it. But the fact of the matter is, the Guinea-Bissau saga, the nephew of the president and the president of Guinea-Bissau, they just won. In politics, it's just playing like in chess. You just know how I will be in that particular kingdom. How will I win this particular whole chess? That is the same game being played in Guinea-Bissau. But you people, you didn't see about it. You are just like, this is sexual immorality. In fact, you kept on judging him without asking yourself, in this particular whole crime, what you are saying in your stupid thinking, saying that this particular guy is so evil. Let me ask you, if you have never done it, it doesn't matter. If you have ever done it, recording is nothing, because it is just an evidence that it happened. Many people, a lot of you are so mad because there is no information showing your president has done it, or your funny boyfriend has done it, or your funny girlfriend has done it. It is because there is no evidence, but you are judging this because there is evidence. I'll conclude with this because I see the time is taking so much, so hard and so fast. I'll conclude with saying this. Let us not judge them because we are not better. They were just playing games. When you go deep down and search what is being a whore, what is being a prostitute, it's just doing it to get any value. The value doesn't matter if it is money, security, or any beneficial thing. So keep on doing it, or if you are doing it, with different people and you have ever tried it, you are just a normal whore. You are just a prostitute. But we keep on making this particular name look like a big deal, like you are the next to the Satan. No, we are all whores. We are all prostitutes, but we don't want to admit it, my guys. We don't want to admit it. I don't know why. I don't know. Whether I don't know why we don't want to admit it. That particular word comes with, a heavy thing, but it is because we take it with a lot of emotions, my guy. It has been a candid talk. My good name is Anthony Jenga, and this is Eve Media Kenya, the #1 online TV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, every day, any time, I'm the boss, and everything variable ends. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Peace. This definitely, I can't generally say it tastes better than your ordinary fruit pudding. It is a juice which is definitely made out of pineapples, watermelon, there is beetroot, there is avocado, and also there is the greatest secret that I will not tell you about. It is non-alcoholic, but my guy, I just bought it yesterday and I was like, this is the most perfect thing that I have ever tasted, my God. And it is so healthy. Nowadays we are recommending everything that we are buying to be adding something, to be adding a value in our own life, and this is it. This is Eve Media Kenya. Join me as we explore this. I bought this yesterday. For those people who follow me at my traveling channel, you can go and confirm that. And remember to subscribe. It is called Traveling with. Habari zinazotukia Eve Media Kenya ishafanyika. Every day different story,